You're listening to the Shaun of the South podcast, brought to you by Food City, dedicated to providing you, their valued customer, with top quality products at the best value every day. From certified Angus beef to locally grown produce and in-store made baked goods, nobody does food like Food City. Find a store conveniently located near you at foodcity.com. Shaun of the South starts now. I miss glass bottles. I come from a generation of glass, and therein lies the fundamental difference between my generation and the current one. Glass bottles were everywhere. Glass packaging contained everything from mayonnaise to Bayer aspirin. You walked into a restaurant and there were glass Heinz ketchup bottles sitting on the table. You had to fracture your palm just to get the stuff out. We had no space-age polymers. Just glass. It was reusable. It was substantial. It was eco-friendly. And glass somehow just made us happier. It kept crime down. It made us American. Which reminds me, I was at a ball game when the national anthem was played. Everyone stood, but do you know what? Almost nobody sang. It was weird. The singer was a famous recording artist from Nashville with 3 Grammys. She performed 2 minutes of vocal gymnastics so that it sounded like she was undergoing an unanesthetized colonoscopy. The boy in the seat next to me leaned over to his mother and said, "When is this going to be over?" But you see, when I was a kid, everybody sang the Star-Spangled Banner at games. We sang it all the time. We sang it in school. My veteran grandfather didn't let Nashville recording artists out-sing him at ball games. Something else about my generation. We were not required to leave tips for every single blessed financial transaction completed. Yes, we tipped. We tipped well. We tipped in restaurants. We tipped restaurant servers, bartenders, barbers, and talented professional dancers. But we did not tip our McDonald's drive-thru attendant or the person at the grocery store. You know what else? There were no video ads at our gas station pumps back then, blaring 24-hour headlines at a volume loud enough to make your gums bleed, advertising everything from potato chips to marital aids. A lot was different back then. Things that you probably don't even notice anymore. People still held doors for each other. Children were actually skilled conversationalists. Music, movies, and TV were not streamed. They were shared communal experiences, so everyone had something to talk about because they all watched and listened to the same things. Nobody knew or cared about gluten. We left our eggs sitting on the counter. We ate ridiculous amounts of saturated fat and sugar, and somehow we lived. And somehow, I don't know how this is possible, we were also skinny. We never wore bike helmets. Seatbelts were always optional. Every boy above age 3 owned a pocket knife. There were ashtrays in airplanes and hospital waiting rooms, and smokers weren't viewed as despicable human beings. They were just people. And I miss those days. I miss the days when kids were told to go outside and play instead of being shoved in a corner with an iPad. I miss neighborhood streets overrun with tiny bicycles. I miss Saturday morning cartoons and typewriters and asking directions. Churches didn't use projection screens back then, and guys could work on their own cars without requiring college degrees in nuclear computing. Bookstores thrived. So did theaters. I miss a lot about the way things used to be. I miss the days before airline passengers wore pajamas to make flights. I miss the days before everybody in public was wearing overstuffed headphones. I miss the days when Boy Scouts weren't in the headlines for something bad. I miss seeing people talk to each other in public spaces instead of staring at their 7.6-inch glowing screens. But mainly, I just miss glass bottles. Well, thanks for listening to Sean of the South. I've been your host today, Sean Dietrich, and it has been a true privilege. To find out anything more about what I do, you can visit SeanDietrich.com, or for those who are not particularly good spellers, you can visit SeanOfTheSouth.com, and there you can find out all sorts of information that you didn't know you didn't need to know about me. And while you're there, I hope you take the time to drop me a line. Tell me what's important to you. Tell me what's going on in your life. I'd like to hear it. And in case anyone hadn't told you today already, I love you. Now go say that to somebody else. Have a great day.